Real Business Talk with Tom and Till.
The question is, why do so many people hate their jobs? And I wanna start with a story, Tom. Before I ask you, because you have been in multiple jobs, probably more than I did. And I actually never hated a job, but yesterday I thought about this. What would be if someone would give me a remote job and I would just get my couple of grands per month and plug along here? Then someone would tell me, you gotta work 8 hours per day. And right now, yeah, sometimes I work 8 hours, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 4 or nothing at all. So I think that's a big component. That's really about what you can, how much you can put your own habits through. How much you have control about your own life. I think this is the most important thing why people hate their jobs, because they feel losing the control, and then blame other people for it. So, what's your thought on it, Tom?
Where's the story?
The story?
Yeah, I thought you said you were going to start with a story.
Yeah, my story was that I thought about how it would be. And
that's a story, okay. I was waiting for like a real story with something like a climax and a solution and ending, and okay.
Yeah, I warmed it up for you. You can start now, Tom.
That's funny. Why do so many people hate their jobs? I think a lot of people fall into their jobs more by chance or luck than by actually making a decision of this is what I want to do. So it's coming from the side of, okay, I'm going to send out resumes, I'm going to go to an interview and see if someone accepts me and hires me instead of me accepting and hiring the company that I will work for, right? Mm. I think it's this reversal, and a lot of the time, at least what I've seen, is people get a job because they're supposed to get a job, they need the money, but they don't really want the job in the first place. Like, they don't. You know, during the first few weeks, you get the training, you get the cash, there's a lot of excitement, but then once reality hits you, like, this is it. I don't really want to be doing this. I have no control or freedom. Then you start regretting the job and having remorse and feeling like I can do better. And the second you start thinking like that, that I can do better, you will start disliking and eventually hating whatever you're doing, especially if you can't turn it around, and if you're not challenged, if you're not good at the job, and there's no prospect of moving up, or even if you want to move up. I think it's just what you thought was going to be good and what the reality is so different that you just dislike it. So, but most of it I think comes from people just kind of landing into a job instead of choosing a job.
Yeah, it is picking options, right? If you pick options, you always think of, well, this is something that happens to me, and I have to choose, and I get all these negative sides. Whereas another mindset, an entrepreneur's mindset, would be, okay, what do I actually want to have? I think that's what Tim Ferriss talked about in his lifestyle design, in the 4-hour work week. He said, what do I actually want to do, and then how do I get there? I think this is just the thing, right?
Yeah, I also see a lot of victim mentality in jobs. And I kind of understand it, because you're not creating your reality in a lot of ways. It's the boss doing it, right? So you feel like it's their fault that you're unhappy. Because they have the control, right? So if you're not happy and they have the control, so I guess it equals that you're unhappy because of them, therefore you're unhappy because of this job, and you're unhappy.
Yeah. Too much leaning leads to unhappiness.
Yeah.
If you liked what you heard, please leave us a review on iTunes.
They do matter.
Also, come and hang out with us on our website, yourownwayout.com. That's yourownwayout.com. See you soon.